What's up, everyone? We're back fishing. Think I turned my camera around. There we go. We'll face the water. But it's super pretty down here. And we're right to the right of the lock. Right where I caught that northern pike yesterday. So we'll see if any fishies are biting today. Hang on. Alright, there we go. Figured I'd create a community post and tag myself in it, then maybe it'd put out more notification. And I guess we'll see how many trains come by today, because there was a lot of them yesterday evening when we were down. There's a bunch of geese up on shore too yesterday. Must be out in the water. Unfortunately, I don't have a tripod for my phone yet, so and the lock manager's getting ready to mow the grass. I wonder if you guys can see if I touch it there. Try it that way. Plus, with it sitting down in my chair, hopefully the wind's not coming through too bad. Of course, it might be a little loud with the mower going. Oh, here comes the train. Gotta mute my mic because this thing's gonna be loud. There's also a guy down here that's taking pictures of the graffiti on the trains that go by. That one was a short Amtrak passenger train. But I imagine there'll be more. Because yesterday we were here for like 2 hours and about like 5 trains went by. Didn't realize that I put my avatar on. But fish in the river, you definitely got to have patience because it's not like the one lake we go fishing at. You normally catch fish, but sometimes you're like small sunfish or whatever. But who knows? It'd be nice to catch another northern pike or bass, sheep's head, carp. Yesterday was super windy. Today the water is pretty calm. Did you feel better with that sinker on? Huh? Yeah, it came up on the other side too. Cause I just cast it right there. But one came up on the other side too. Hang on, guys. Here comes another train. Yeah, with my open face reel, I gotta put it in backwards. Because the reel hits. Because this is way longer than my open face. Hope everybody's having a good day so far. Of course, with today now being a federal holiday, I couldn't file my frickin' divorce papers, so that's a little annoying. Mount shows we're still live. Keep saying, oh, your browser lost connection. The girl just messaged mom. She's got a couple food grade toads. I told her to ask her if she can do 6 p.m. Didn't think you could have brought your other pole bender hitting, jumping, and freaking put a bobber on.
Another train.
Here comes another train. See if this one's got some graffiti on it. Or if it's another Amtrak. I gotta mute my mic because it's. I can't believe how short these trains are today. Yesterday they had 2 locomotives on the front and one in the middle. Because that's how long it was. Of course, it was later in the day when we were down here yesterday. I feel like I need to hold my pole. I said, I feel like I need to hold my pole in case I get a big bite. Yank the pole in the river. Hey, yeah, sure. How's it going? We'll probably be here for a couple hours. I haven't really decided, to be honest. Yeah, I know. I I wish I had brought my battery packs yesterday so I could have, live streamed when I caught that northern pike yesterday. Hey, Lex. I'm doing pretty good. We just got down here fishing probably about 20 minutes ago. Got set up and then decided I'd do it live. Hang on, I gotta see what my. Okay, there we go. They only have to be 18 inches. I thought they had to be 20. The one I caught yesterday was 18 and a quarter, so I could have kept it. Can you hear me now yet? Sure. But seeing a bunch of fish coming up to the top jumping. But I'm fishing the bottom. Yeah, I didn't think to Google it before I threw them back. But here out of the river, you can only have like 4 meals a month from the river because of the mercury. So you can keep a couple fish here and there, and carp you can't eat out of here because they contain way too much mercury. But you can use them for like trapping bait or stuff like that. I gotta get up with my mom's boyfriend George because he has the umbrellas that clip to the chair. So that way my phone wouldn't be out in the sun. But I brought 2 battery packs, so we should be good. So how are you guys doing today? Which was crazy yesterday. I never even felt him bite. I was reeling in actually to cast back out, and I thought I felt the tug, so I stopped. And that's when I realized that I actually did have a fish on there because the weight that I use is There. I don't know why it keeps muting me. Probably because I had to switch back to Messenger because my mom keeps messaging me. Because tonight I gotta go get one of them IBC food grade totes. I think they're like 250 gallons. That way I can fill my buckets and barrels to have water for the chickens without having to go, almost every week. Yeah, I know. That's the first time I've done a daytime stream in forever. Yeah, I'm trying to figure out the editing part, but it's oh, they're doing good. Um, our main rooster, I had to put him in the freezer because the hens didn't like him anymore, so they were pecking him and he was bleeding everywhere. So I didn't want him to end up like our turkeys did because the chickens basically killed all three of them. And then I have um, 10 chicks. 8 of them are older than the last two. And of course, I ended up with more roosters than I did hens. But my one barred rock rooster that we bought 6 barred rocks, 3 of them are roosters, 3 are hens. And out of the ones I hatched out, only 1 are hens. So I have some more roosters to put in the freezer. Yeah, pretty much. That's the only bad thing with chickens. Once they taste blood, they won't stop. They'll just keep pecking at the same bird. But they've actually calmed down since I got rid of him. But I'm going to put another rooster in with them, one of my barred rocks, and see how they're going to do with him. And then, of course, if there's any problems with him, then I'll take him out. Gonna have to mute in a second because another train's coming. I don't want to bore your guys' ear out with a whistle. Hang on a second. The ones that I hatched out are black Australoop Buff Orpington crosses. And what's strange is I ended up with 2 that were like completely white, and then they started getting brown. They got brown in them, but the one younger one that used to be in with the other 2 roosters, he must have had a seizure or something, and I had to bury him. He couldn't even move or anything. But now, I mean, granted, yeah, it's kind of still early, but I was gonna hatch some more out, but makes me nervous because it takes 21 days. Then you figure another 18 weeks till they could be, put in with the flock, but our main flock. Does that sound like an ice cream cart to you? Oh, church bells. Yeah, I know a lot of people aren't gonna expect me to be live during the day. Hang on, I gotta see why my phone's not charging. There we go. The old sun kills the phone battery. Well, thank you for coming on, Yak. Sure, go get some sleep. We go back to work tomorrow night. Yeah, I hope we catch some. I just love fishing, so it don't matter to me. But have a good night. Sleep well. Hey, USMC. Well, we haven't caught anything yet, but we're fishing for you can catch carp, bass, northern pike. I think there's walleye in here. Hey, AR, hey, and Elo, how you doing? Much love to you too. If I'd have brought my battery packs yesterday when we came down, I'd have gone live, but I didn't think about it till we're already down here. And I know everybody's not used to seeing me live during the daytime anymore. So I used to do morning and evening, but it just got too much. And then we work nights, so. But we've seen probably 3 or 4 fish jump or at least surface, but haven't had any bites yet. It's like anything, hit or miss. But it is. The lock is right there. I posted a history about the Mohawk River on my community tab with the pictures that we took yesterday. Because it's actually part of the Erie Canal. But you can come up the Hudson River, and then you can take this by boat all the way into Canada and up to the St. Lawrence Seaway and then out to the ocean. So it's pretty cool. And parts of it, they used to haul the barges with horses. When I was a kid, there was one section, I don't remember if it was Herkimer or Utica, but we had gone on a field trip and they um, take you out on this little barge and it's pulled along by a horse. But I don't know if they do that stuff anymore. But I figured a good time to come fishing before it got too hot in the afternoon. Plus, I gotta let my grass at home dry so I can mow that later. Because we still get a little bit of dew on the ground. Plus, it's rained on and off 3 days before yesterday. It was nice, and then today. And then all this week's supposed to be in the 80s. And of course, we gotta be at work. Yeah, we've had quite a bit of rain the past couple weeks. But hey, it saved me from needing to water the garden, but all this week it'll have to be watered. Which my cousin will have to take care of it because it's not good to water them. Well, especially here. You water them in the morning and they fry in the afternoon. There we go. Turn the camera around for a little bit. Yeah, I know a lot of places have been super dry. And other places have been getting a bunch of storms. Oh, it definitely is. It's relaxing. It's quiet except for when the train goes by. Because at all the locks, the train tracks are right there. But it's quiet. And yesterday, when we were down at Lock 15, we got to see those couple big boats come through the lock. Which it's actually a cool process because what they do is they'll open the lock doors on the east side and it lets the water out. It lowers it. And then when the boat is in past the gate, then they shut it and they fill the lock back up with the water and you can watch the boat rise. And so when they come out the west side, they're all up in the air and stuff. Because when they first let them in, they all look so small until they start filling the lock back up. But today we're fishing Lock 14. That's where I caught the northern yesterday. Oh, you're just fishing with a worm now? Yeah, if one comes up through, I'll walk over by the lock.
I might walk all the way down to the end.
What?
Off of the deep end.
Well, you better, if you catch a fish, you better take a picture of it because you ain't getting it up over that wall. Unless you're gonna get the rope out the car and tie yourself to the seats. No, I put it back in there. It should be there on the left. Jamie's gonna go down to the other end of the concrete, but that end is the water's way down. We used to come down. Oh my gosh, I probably 10, and my dad had this net that he made up with a 30-foot pole because we'd come down and catch big carp, and I'd use them for trapping in the wintertime. But without that big pole, um, the biggest fish I caught out of here was a carp, and some of them are anywhere from like 15 pounds to like 30. Then I caught this fish that's called the sheep's head. Of course, back then, you didn't have Google, so we'd have to look through the fishing books we had to see if we could find a picture of what the fish actually was because I'd never seen anything like that, and it was like it almost looked like opal in color, and it was almost as wide as it was long. We didn't eat it or anything. I kept it in the freezer for a long time, and I think I ended up using it for trapping bait. But yeah, carp's the biggest thing we've caught out of here. I mean, I didn't think to weigh the northern I caught yesterday, but I don't think he weighed that much. Now, there is actually some sturgeon in here. Good morning, Judy May. Yeah, I know. I put it on my community and tagged myself in it. Hopefully, trying to push a notification more. Because I know it throws everybody off with me, being live during the daytime. Well, just down here at the river fishing. Turn my camera back around so you can see what it looks like. But right there's the lock where the boats have to come through. And we're fishing just this little cove. Because if you go down there, the main river. But if you go around this side, the left side, that side goes to the gate, which they in the wintertime they drain the river because not all the way down, but they drop the depth a lot. Um, because if they don't, we end up with a lot of flooding from the ice that builds up. No, we ain't caught anything yet, Judy May. The only thing I caught was a spider that came from somewhere and was on, on my fish line because I could keep seeing the spider web, like the string just floating off of my line. You know, be nice if Jamie caught something. She went down way down to the other end, but the water's way down the concrete because, as you can see here, the water's not that far down. Down there, the water's probably like 6 foot down the wall. Definitely gonna have to get up with George though and get one of those umbrellas that he has that clips to the side of the chair. Because there's no shade. You're sitting right out in the sun. So I got my hair sock on because yesterday my son had my forehead and the top of my where your hair meets your forehead got burnt yesterday. So I put sunblock on my face today. Well, there's nothing wrong with that, Judy May. I got to mow the grass and have Jamie do some weed whacking, and then I got to go pick up a water tote at 6. And then I didn't think that. Oh, I'll tell her hi when she comes back. Because she's way down at the other end for me. You're fine. I do that stuff all the time, Judy May. I do it all the time. Go in people's live and forget to hit all. Then I'm like, what are they even talking about? Because I can't see it. Well, that car driving on the thruway sounds like he's riding a rumble strip. Now, you can swim in this river, but you don't want to be anywhere near the lock or where they have the dam or anywhere near like this section because there's a big undertow But now, if you go down by Tribes Hill, it's like a little cove like this, but there's no lock and there's no dam. So down there you could go swimming and be fine, but here you don't want to go swimming unless you go way west up a ways because, like I said, this section has a big undertow, so I don't care how good you are at swimming. Judy May, I actually left the store. I worked there for 3.5 days. First day was fine. Part of the second day was fine. But then there's like four team leads, and the main team lead would tell us from the DC what we're supposed to be doing. So we'd be doing that stuff. And then one of the other team leads would come over and be like, "Oh, I need you to go do this." And I'm like, "Okay, well, that's not what I'm supposed to be doing, but I have to do it." So I went back to the DC. So I could not. Those guys are like so unorganized and it was so stressful. It was giving me way too much anxiety. And I could not take it anymore. At least at the DC, I know what I'm doing. And if we don't have any work in our section, there's other areas that you can go work at, but you still know what you're doing. Hang on, I'm trying to shut my zipper a little bit where my phone charger is because it's right in the sun. Yesterday I was surprised. There was a bunch of geese at this lock and then at lock 15, but I didn't see any babies with them, so they must be a little late. See, I wouldn't have minded if I was there stocking freight, but we were there for the remodel. Like, I still have three or four, well, four DC workers, two from my shift and then two from the day shift that are still there. I'm like, y'all can have fun with it because I ain't coming back. Because I only worked 6 hours that Wednesday. Then I had my ear surgery that Thursday. And I called the DC and was like, I need to come back to the DC. This is like the most unorganized thing I've ever dealt with in my life. And it's pretty sad when you say it's way more worse than driving a truck, because sometimes that's stressful. Like to leave you sitting somewhere and then, you got, say, like 30 minutes left of your clock and they think you can go 30 miles in 30 minutes. Well, it doesn't work that way when, there's a lot of sharp turns and this and that. Yeah, that's why I got it pointed at the water, but I'm trying to keep it at an angle. Because I know when I put it on my face, I can barely see me. But yeah, I'm definitely gonna get one of them umbrellas for mom's boyfriend because then I'll be in the shade and y'all will be able to see a lot better. But no, I figured I'd go live for a little bit and let you guys see where we are. I know it's hard to see the lock buildings and the lock from where I am. Actually, hang on a second. I'm gonna ruin my pole and I'll take you up and show you the lock because it's pretty cool looking. Hang on a second. Because I know if I don't reel in my pole, that's when you get a bite, and my fish pole will end up going in the river. So, I take you guys on a walk. Oh, plus I need to stand up anyways. And Jamie's walking back now. And show him the lock.
I don't know. I think there might be a boat coming through.
And this is the west side of the lock. I know it's hard to see, but there might be a boat coming, so because they're emptying the water. But here's the lock canal where the boats come up through, and they open. This is a big gate, and they open this to let the boats come in. And if there's one coming from the east up through, I'll get over here quick so you guys can see the boat coming in. Because they actually are letting the water out of the area right now. Because the boats will message them on the marine radio. But here's the big arm that opens the gates. So and they got stoplights and a bunch of mooring ropes because when the boats come in, they have to grab one of the mooring ropes and hold their boat to it. And right now, the water, I think it says 83 feet right here. Hey, cool gamer. But we'll definitely keep an eye on if there's a boat coming through. And I'll get up here. I'll have Jamie run up with my phone so you guys can see it coming through the lock. Hey, UK medic, how you doing? It's on that side, facing this way, but they can see the water.
Yeah, so pretty.
It is, and of course, there's lots of big goose feathers around.
How they got that water over
I don't know, probably with a crane. How else you gonna get it over there? But no, I'll keep an eye. Because, like I said, it's a pretty cool process watching the big boats or the barge come up through. Alright, hang on. I'm going to throw my fish pole back out in the water on my line. Okay, Judy May. Plug my phone back in. Like I said, we'll keep an eye out. Maybe while I'm live, a boat will be coming up through. Oh, I wish we had swans down here. I know I see them on CFM's live. The geese and the swans when they're down where they are. Oh, yeah, I can imagine. Oh, yeah, on my way to work, sometimes I'll see a couple fox. Normally red fox, but I'm assuming they're male because there's never any babies with it. But yes, the cubs are definitely cute. I love seeing like the babies. Um, at work, there's a pond there, and it's all fenced in. But there's always a lot of geese and little babies around. Um, where we are right now is probably like 20 minutes from our house. If we go down to the next lock, which is lock 15, it's probably closer to 30, but I like this one. But lock 15, where we were yesterday, that's where we seen all the boats coming up through, but they have to come through this lock to get to the other one. But yeah, it's super nice. Jamie's down there fishing now, but earlier, if you go to my community tab, the one post I posted some history on this because it's part of the Erie Canal, which back in the I can't just say the olden days because I don't remember what year. If it was middle of the 1800s, 1900s, but actually there is a boat coming. So I'm gonna take you guys down. Let me reel this back in and take you guys back down to the lock so you can see the boat coming up through. So we're going on a walk again. Because this will definitely be something cool for you guys to see. I mean, it's pretty awesome how they come through. Hey Brenda, how you doing? I'm gonna walk down here by the lock because there is a big houseboat coming up, and then you can see how they come through the lock. It's pretty awesome. I was hoping one would come through while it was live, so you guys could see them coming through. How they um lower the water, and then once they grab the mooring ropes in here, they raise. Because right here is the lock canal where the boat's gonna come through. But I'm gonna walk down to the east end of the lock so you can actually see the big boat coming through. Hopefully, I know it's bright, but hopefully you can see good enough to see them coming in. Because they come all the way up from, um, they go from the Mohawk River, which this is where we are, and they come up the Hudson River that goes all the way to the ocean down by New York City. So then they can come up from the ocean to the Hudson and come up this river to the Mohawk. And they can take this all the way to Buffalo, Canada, the ocean, and go right down St. Lawrence Seaway. So you can go far on this river. I know it's bright, trying to shade the phone, but you guys will be able to see the boat when it comes up. I don't know if you can see the boat yet or not. I gotta get a GoPro so then I can go live from that and have a better zoom angle for when we come fishing. So hopefully not this paycheck, but hopefully the next one I'll be able to get a halfway decent GoPro. But when they're getting close to the lock, they use a marine band and they let the lock operator know that they're coming. Because when they come up through, they have to go slow. Hi, how you doing?
Good, how are you?
Oh, doing okay. Just wanted to show people how the boats come through because I'm live on YouTube. But right now, he's opening the gates. He's already lowered the water in the lock canal. So he's opening both doors right now. So you can see how low the water is at this end. And they drop it way down. And then the boat's coming up. Now this one coming up is about the size of the ones we seen yesterday. But see now the lock is fully open on this end. So once the boat gets in the lock, he'll bring the water back up. But there's the boat right there. I don't want to record like his name or anything like that, so I'll walk back up this way so you guys can see him in the lock chamber. Yeah, I know, Judy May. That's why I want to get one because can get a lot better quality video. But the boat's coming in now, so I'll walk up this a little ways, and then once they're in and he shuts the door back up, then they'll raise this water up. Because as you can tell, the boat's way down. So right now he's just coasting under the lock, and they'll grab one of these mooring ropes at some point up through here. How's it going? Beautiful boat. Beautiful. And they got their dinghies off the back. Trying not to get them, but they'll grab one of these mooring ropes until they fill the lock back up. But you'll be able to see how much the boat comes up when he closes the door behind him and raises this up, because you can see how low the boat is. See, now they'll close that back door normally, and then they'll open those gates up. How far are you guys come up from?
We started in North Carolina.
Oh, alright, so you come up the Hudson to the Mohawk? Don't want to get y'all, but I showing the people on my YouTube channel about how the boats come through the locks and how low you guys are until they fill the lock back up, so you guys can go out the other side.
Gotcha.
Because I didn't go live yesterday because I forgot my battery pack. Alright, so now he's going to walk back there and close that door back up.
What's your name?
Oh, my name's Tasha.
Greg. First mate, wife Lisa.
Nice to meet you. We saw some boats down at Lock 15 because we started fishing there yesterday.
Oh, okay.
And then we came up here.
Yeah,
And
we know those guys. We kind of see everybody in boats like this.
Yep.
We all sort of end up more or less the same places.
You guys heading up Canada, St. Lawrence?
No, we're going to go all the way to the end of Buffalo.
Oh, okay. That's cool.
And around Michigan, and our home port's Chicago, so
Oh, all right.
we'll get over there by end of August.
Now, do they have fuel stations on the river?
Everywhere.
Okay.
Yeah, you can get diesel in a lot of places.
Oh, I wasn't sure because I've never like taken a boat up.
Yeah, this is my first boat.
Awesome.
Figure, first boat, go big.
Oh yeah.
All right, we're going up.
Alright, so now you guys will be able to see how the boat rises up, and then I'll walk down so you can see it coming out the other side.
How many viewers you got on your YouTube channel?
Right now 2, but I have over 1,050 subscribers, so I'm
Okay.
monetized on YouTube.
Nice.
So I haven't made any money because you got to have like $100 before you can cash out. So it takes a little bit.
I know some guys who like lighters, and one of them has enough viewers that pretty much pays for his hobby.
Oh yeah. I mean, there's a bunch of people that have like millions of subscribers that I go to their channel, and they make like over $1 million a year.
How are we doing today? It's gorgeous. What's your vessel number?
Yeah.
123
Okay.
8397.
That's all I need to think of.
By the way, I never got a green light, but
Oh, I'm sorry. That's not true.
yeah, I figured you'd yell at me if I screwed up.
What's the radio's for?
So did you guys go from Michigan all the way down?
No, we bought the boat in Baltimore, and last fall we took it down to North Carolina, and then about a month ago we started heading north.
It's cool.
Yeah.
At least you got all the amenities where you need to.
It's got a washing machine.
That's cool.
And a shower. And hot water heater. Yeah, it doesn't have a dishwasher. But, the two of us.
Yeah, you ain't gonna dirty it really a lot.
No, it's pretty tricked out.
I mean, you can go swimming in the river, just not anywhere near a rock because of the undertow.
Yeah,
Like, I mean, if you went way down that way, you could go swimming.
That's a beautiful river.
Oh, yeah.
And you live here?
Yeah, I live about 20 minutes from here.
Okay.
Yep.
What else do you do besides the YouTube stuff?
I work at a Walmart distribution center.
Okay, big DC?
Yeah, we do apparel, shoes, batteries, some ammunition.
I see a lot of Walmart containers on these trains.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'm not a fan of hauling them big containers. They're way too... They sit on a small chassis, and there's 4 locks that hold that container on there.
Yeah.
That's it. As you guys can see, the boat's getting taller. Yesterday, I caught a northern pike out of here.
Really?
Yep.
I didn't know they had pike in rivers. I thought that was like Minnesota, Wisconsin.
No, there's northern pike, there's bass, big carp.
Yeah.
There's actually sturgeon in here too.
Yeah.
But you ain't reeling in any of those.
There were sturgeon in the Hudson River. They were coming up. Big ones.
Oh yeah. I think I hooked one a long, long time ago because it started coming in and then it stopped. So you guys can see the boat getting super high up in the water now. But yeah, I could have kept them because they only got to be 18 inches for the northern pike, and mine was 18 and a quarter. But I didn't Google it till after the fact. Alright, I'm going to walk up to the other end so you guys can see them coming out the west end of the lock. because they got a little bit more to fill, and then they'll open these doors and he can start coming through. But yep, they're from by Chicago and bought the boat in North Carolina, and a month ago they started coming up here, so that's super cool. Like I said, you can get to the ocean both ends. But see, now you can see how high the water is up the rock gate. Then he'll be coming up from right there and be coming out this gate. Because the wax almost full back up. But you can see how high it is down there out of the water now. It's way up above the concrete wall. And like I said, that's the big arm that opens the doors. Yeah, it is, Judy May. But out of the river, you can, I don't know. He knows I normally don't go live during the day, so. Alright, now he's going to start opening this door. And you see how big that arm is that opens it. And once these are open, we'll give them the green light and they can start coming through. But see, now the gate's right here by me. Have a good trip. And there we go. Then we'll shut these doors back up. He's all the way up there now. But there we go. Now we got something cool on the live stream. So definitely glad I went live. Did you have a bite? Huh? Oh. Yeah, I was hoping one came up through, Brenda, because it's definitely a cool site. And now he's gonna take this all the way, Buffalo. Well, there you go. Definitely an excuse not to be out there mowing the grass. But I'm gonna have Jamie hold the phone. You guys can watch the water because I need to run to the little girl's room, and I shall be right back. It's facing the water, so.
Oh,
Not muted, so.
I don't know what I'm supposed to talk about. I think we're just fishing for whatever we want to catch, I guess. Nothing too exciting. She caught the one yesterday. No bites yet. It's pretty calm right here, so I decided to put a bobber on. Maybe I'll have some luck that way. Judy May, I'm doing good. It's been a long weekend. I think we took Friday off, but then it rained most of the weekend, so we didn't get any fishing in until yesterday. Looking in the mirror and talking. I could. I talk to myself a lot. I probably shouldn't admit that, but I do. Yeah, I'd go for some catfish. If I didn't have to work tomorrow, I'd probably go fishing tomorrow too. I don't know if she's going to want to go anywhere else today or we're just going to stay here. I might actually try to go across the lock and then fish down. Uh, I don't know, I call it a dam, but whatever it is over there underneath of that bridge. Uh-oh, the boss lady's coming. Judy May, I think it's okay to talk to ourselves. Hi, boss lady. Hi, boss lady. There you go.
Yeah, everybody said hi to you.
I know. We're talking about talking to ourselves.
Yeah, that's something I think we all do. Hang on, I'm gonna set you down to fix my dried out room here. Hang on, gotta mute you. Another train's coming. Hang on a sec. There's the train. Yeah, they fly down these tracks. Amtrak, the passenger ones, go even faster than the cargo ones. Ours typically don't poke along unless they're gonna stop in a town, like if the conductors need something. That's the only time they're pokey. But for the most part, they're not. But I'm probably gonna shut her down. I just wanted to come live for a little bit so you guys could enjoy the scenery, and it was cool that a boat was actually coming through so you guys could see that too. I'm not sure if I'm doing a live tonight, but if I decide to, I'll post it later in the day. But hope everybody enjoys their day, and we'll catch you guys later. Much love and God bless.